So today I'm going over to Jamie and Rob's to get the go-kart ready because we're doing a practice session tomorrow at Bayford Meadows just to do some testing, try some setup changes, see if we can get some pace finally. So I can do an oil change and get my practice tyres put back onto my practice rims so that I can do some practice tomorrow. Maybe give the kart a clean too. Yeah, but at the moment, I actually can't get hold of Jamie. All my stuff's over at his, so I need to get over there so I can do the maintenance, but he's not answering the phone. Welcome to my first vlog, I guess. This is obviously very new for me, so bear with. So as you can see, it's pretty messy in here. If you didn't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. But if you do follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I've moved in my little sort of studio setup into this bigger room because it was getting a bit too cluttered. So I'm sort of in the process of that at the moment. There's the half-built sim rig. I'm just waiting on a integrated monitor mount. That's going to be the sort of main gaming setup. This is where I'm going to have my crick up machine and my heat press so I can make t-shirts and stickers and all that. That's going to be where I have my 3D printer. Over here will be the printers. So these are the printers that I use to make the stickers, the visor stickers, the helmet stickers, the kart stickers, whatever. I'm thinking of putting a dartboard here because I think it'd be cool to have a dartboard there while I'm watching Formula 1 over here. But there's lots of things I need to sort out first. As you can see, the skirting board down here is really messy. That's because I put some sealant on it, but I'll be painting that white so it'll look a lot nicer, but I'm just waiting for the white paint to come. And yeah, cable management is going to be difficult. As you can see at the moment, there's cables everywhere. I'm going to make it really nice, so stay tuned. I'll probably update you on Instagram or maybe in another vlog. If you guys are interested, let me know below if you are interested in seeing how this changes over time. So yeah, today I'm actually going over to Jamie and Rob's to get the kart ready because we're going to Bayford Meadows tomorrow for a practice session. Yeah, but at the moment, I actually can't get hold of Jamie. All my stuff's over at his, so I need to get over there so I can do the maintenance, but he's not answering the phone. So I couldn't get hold of Jamie, but luckily I got hold of my sister and she's gonna let us in. So we're just heading over to Jamie's now. I'm stuck in traffic, which is probably one of my least favorite things in life, to be honest with you. The thing I hate about driving, actually, in general, my biggest pet hate for driving is when you're in a 60 mile an hour and someone's doing 40, and then when you go from the 60 mile an hour speed limit into the 30 mile an hour speed limit, they continue to do 40. That just does my head in. Like, so much. Oh my god. It's sunny today, so the Beamer's actually running pretty nicely. I mean, let me know if you've got a BMW, do you have the same problem? When it's cold, this thing runs like a bag of bolts, but when it's hot, just in its prime, runs beautifully, you know? It's like having two different cars, I swear. When it's cold, it runs like a Honda GX200, to be honest with you. Yeah, and in the hot weather, it just comes alive. Do I get a Starbucks? Do I have time? Yeah, go on. I've never actually walked into an establishment with a camera on my head before. I don't know if I want to, so I'm probably going to turn this off now. Coffee secured. I've got a caramel iced latte with oat milk because I don't drink milk. Amazing as usual. Probably not very good for you, but it does the job, doesn't it? So yeah, off to Jamie's to get the kart sorted. Just down that road, down there, is a place called a Bruzy. If any of you watch Jimmy Broadbent, you'll know that he has a company now called a Bruzy that sells sim equipment and all sorts of other stuff, race boots and whatever. Their shop's down there, so it's in the Upper Dicker area. Is that where we are? Not sure. Don't know. Beats me, but it's on the way to Jamie's. If you're ever interested in going to a place where you can actually try sims before buying them, you know, try different equipment. If you're interested in getting a sim but you just want to get your hands on a little bit first, a Bruzy's a great place to go. They also do some really cool car meets and stuff where they have people come and bring down classic cars and modified cars and all sorts of stuff. So it's a cool little spot. I need to get down there more realistically and go and pester Jimmy Broadbent for a collab or something. Yeah, whenever I'm coming down these country roads, I always think it'd be so cool to send a go-kart down one of these country roads. I wish there was some sort sort of race that happened like somewhere in the country or multiple places in the country on a yearly basis, where they closed the country road and they had a go-kart race down a country road. Like, that'd be so cool. Obviously some of these roads are a bit your cart would probably ground out, but if you found the perfect country road with some nice bends and high speed corners and stuff, just put some bollards down so you could sort of like narrow the track a little bit. Oh, it'd be amazing. Maybe it's something we could try and make happen. I don't know, I feel like it's pretty unrealistic. Well, there she is, but this is a little bit in the way, so yeah, and I don't really know how I can. Does it just roll? No. Is there a handbrake? Is that the handbrake? No, that'll be for the blade. Obviously I can't turn it on, I don't think. Oh, you can pull it. It's just really hard. Should push it further in. There's the phone. I reckon I can do that now. Okay, here's the old girl. As you can see, I've got a little flat spot here from the spin that I had in my last race. Did have a bit of a bump too. Hoping nothing's bent. Track rods look okay. The reason I spun, because this came undone and I didn't realise that this had come undone. My braking point's there, right? So I pressed the brake, nothing happened. I was like, oh shit. So I pushed it further. This is slack, so it didn't engage until it got to about there. Wheels locked because I panicked, spun round, and the rest is history. Here's Rob's cart. And you've got Jamie's cart over there with the Gene sticker on the seat so that everyone can see it. These are the ones to beat. First things first. Engine needs to come off. There's one. There's the next. Now we've just got to get this bloody chain off. Oh, it'd help if I took the throttle cable off, wouldn't it? She needs a bit of a clean. Love this yoga mat. Oh. Give this a nice clean. Put it somewhere where it can't get on it. Let's drain it. Okay, we get a bit on the side. Now really you are supposed to run these up, get them warm and then drain them, but I can't be arsed. Which does mean that I probably end up with a little bit of old oil in there every time. I would recommend doing it, but I can't be bothered. So it is what it is really. These are great, by the way. If you haven't got one of these for doing your oil changes, I don't know what you're using, but these are fantastic. So I highly recommend get one of these. Next step would obviously be to fill her back up with oil, but I'm just going to give it a little clean, nothing crazy, a little once over. It's a little bit easier to do when there's no oil in it, as you can't tip these backward, unfortunately, which I still won't do, but removes that danger a little bit. A smart thing to do would be to use gloves, but I don't really like to, because I like to be able to feel things, you know? I struggle knowing what I'm doing if I can't feel what I'm doing, so unless I'm doing something really nasty, where I really don't want to get it on my hands, but generally, I don't wear them. Right, that'll do. Like I said, nothing crazy. So I do 450. Some people say it's a little over that, a little under that. I think Jamie and Rob run slightly over 450, maybe like 475, but they drain their engine when it's warm. Essentially they're getting a little bit more oil out than I am, so I just tend to stay at 450 or just a little bit over. We've gone a little bit over, which is fine because we won't get all of it out anyway. Then we just use this to make life a bit easier. This is a trick that I got from Brad Philpott from watching one of his videos, so shout out to Brad. If you haven't watched Brad's content, it is phenomenal for anyone that's trying to learn anything about rental karting or how to maintain and you know, run a GX200 kart. His and Alex Van Gien's videos are amazing. Put that in there and just push it through. And just get that last little bit. Again, we did overfill a little bit, so you want to see the oil touching the thread. Now, we're not really on level ground right now. There you go, and if you look, you can just see the oil just touches the thread. Take our dipstick. This is a magnetic dipstick, it's really, really handy. The good thing about it is that it's got a magnet on the end, so any crap, any filings or shavings that come off in the engine, if there's anything untoward going on in there, you're going to know about it because it's going to collect on the end here. So when you clean it, you see loads of shards of metal, you know you've got a problem. A little bit's normal, a little sparkle, just a little bit of dust, that's absolutely fine. But if you start seeing shavings on there, then you know you've got a problem and maybe it's time to get a rebuild or maybe some sort of service. So this is a really handy thing to have. Really important as well to keep this jug free from dust and dirt and stuff, as well as the little pump. Keep it in a sealed bag just so you know you're not going to get any crap in there that's going to end up in your engine. So the engine's done, which is good. I'm not going to put it back on the kart yet because I do want to wash it first. Going to try and use the pressure washer if Rob lets me. You know what they say, a clean kart is a fast kart. Always easier to maintain your kart if you keep it clean. It's much easier to see what's going on and if there's anything wrong with it, if you're not fighting dirt and grime and whatever. So yeah, keep your kart clean. It makes your life so much easier in the long run. So normally in between sessions, I'd be taking these stickers off and replacing them, but I'm not going to do that this time. And that's because tomorrow's only a practice, but also I'm actually getting a sticker kit made by One Custom, so really excited for that. Things are going to look very similar to how they are now, you know, minimal, purple. There's also a few little surprises in there that are going to make it even more interesting, so hopefully we can get the sticker kit on before the next race. Time to give her a little clean. Next step is a little hand wash. So I'm just going to douse it in elbow grease. This stuff is amazing, by the way. Little contact wash. There you go, and then we wash it off. There she is. There's a few bits that will hand dry, but mostly we'll just let it dry in the sun. We'll definitely give the disc a dry. Get all the bearings dry by hand, getting all these nooks and crannies that probably won't dry very well. There you have it, really. So the next step is the thing I probably hate the most, which is tyre changes. I need to get my practice tyres on here. These are some old practice tyres and they've had their day now, so I'm going to get those off and put my practice ones on. bead's broken. Now we just need to get the tyres off. To do that, we use these tyre tongs. Right, they're done, so I'm just going to give the chain a little clean. And then just add a bit of chain lube. Bearings are now dry from the cleaning that we did, so I'm just going to put some lube on the bearings too to protect them. And then put a little bit of dry lubricant on the axle and just work it in a little bit just to keep it protected. Also put a little bit of bearing lube down at the steering column there, because there is a bearing down there. Time to take these wheels off. I hope I had the right one on. No! Look at that, boys! Oh my god. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where karting gets really expensive, because I'll have to replace that now before the next race. So that's fun. Every time. Alright, that's the wheels on. Yeah. Let's get these back on. Now you just want to check the chain. Seems good. Put the throttle cable back on. She's good to go. Ta-da! Ready for a practice day. Alright, I'm now back home. There's the elbow grease that I forgot. Yeah, so there's my first vlog. The kart's ready now for tomorrow, so we're going to do some practice. And I think I'm going to film another vlog tomorrow, so there might be another one coming. Who knows? It depends how cringy I find it all when I edit it. So if you saw this vlog, it means I didn't find it too cringy, or it was just the right level. But yeah, if you've enjoyed it, please let me know. Obviously, I'm new to this, so hopefully I'll get better with time. Maybe the editing will get better. Maybe I'll get a little bit less uncomfortable as time goes on. Bear with, you know, stay tuned, because this space is going to be pretty cool when it's done. And yeah, let me know below if you want to see more of this, or if there's anything you want to see, or if you can give me any tips for kart setup, or any tips for making the vlog a little bit more enjoyable for you guys and a little less jarring. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, I guess. See ya. Bye.